Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Bachelor Nation news fans. Rachael Kirkconnell and Matt James haven't had the smoothest beginning for their relationship. After Matt gave Rachael his final rose, she endured a lot in the media. After some racially charged Instagrams came to light, she had to face some of her past actions. Kirkconnell did apologize, and even host Emmanuel Acho asked Matt if he couldn't help her and grow with her. Is it over? It would seem it isn't, but it is complicated. A source revealed the two were staying in California together at a friend of theirs. They said Matt reached out because he felt bad about the way things went. The couple was spotted together in Santa Monica, sparking rumors of a reconciliation. Rachael has been posting feel-good pictures on Instagram like the one below. Recently, when she went to a wedding, she posted, soaking up the awe of life and celebrating the moments of pure love. Kirkconnell very much still believes in love. She has the support of her fellow Bachelor contestants. The girls reach out on social media and get together often. Jasenia said, "Love seeing a happy girl." Kit said, "The vibes are immaculate." Did Rachael Kirkconnell and Matt work things out? According to US Weekly, the source said Rachael Kirkconnell heard Matt's side and they worked it out. Neither of them had lost their feelings for one another. They had an intense connection that isn't easy to let go of. The source clarified they aren't back together as of yet. There have been stories put out there, but they aren't a couple again. The insider wants fans to understand they are the only two that know what's going on between them. She tries to stay low-key with him and not make it a big deal every time they hang out. With photographers there trying to get a snap of the two, that can be hard to do sometimes. Moving forward is about regaining trust. After the winner of Matt's season, Rachael Kirkconnell, learned he spoke to a woman named Grace while he had flown her to NYC to work things out. She called off the reconciliation. Rumors swirled he tried to get Grace to come onto the show as one of the contestants. Her trust took a hit when the information came out. The source said Rachael felt manipulated. The source said once the news came out, Rachael felt very emotional. They said, she doesn't care what people think or what they say about her relationship. Rachael's friends and family are supportive because they want her to be happy. What do you think about this reconciliation? Do you still ship them together, or do you think they should move on? Comment with your thoughts down below. The Bachelor's Matt James reveals where he stands with Rachael Kirkconnell. After everything, are they stronger than ever? Chapter 1. The calm before the post-show storm. When Matt James stepped onto the set of The Bachelor as the first black lead in franchise history, he knew he was signing up for more than just roses and fairy tale endings. What he didn't realize? That the final rose would only be the beginning of the real story. America watched as Matt's connection with Rachael Kirkconnell grew from hesitant spark to a deep emotional bond. She was the last woman standing, the one who made his walls come down. But not long after the finale, controversy erupted, and Matt and Rachael were thrust into a storm that neither of them saw coming. "I loved her," Matt admitted during an emotional interview on After the Final Rose. But love alone isn't enough when trust is broken, when values are questioned. They had separated, publicly, painfully, and most fans assumed that was it. But real love, the kind that endures, doesn't always follow the cameras. Chapter 2. Private healing, public pressure. Away from the spotlight, Matt and Rachael did something almost no one expected. They stayed in touch. Quietly, carefully, through texts, then phone calls, and finally in-person conversations away from the paparazzi's zoom lenses. It wasn't some grand gesture, Matt would later say. It was one conversation at a time. Rachael, for her part, had gone through her own journey of reflection. She issued public apologies. She pulled back from social media. But it was the private conversations with Matt, the ones not for headlines, that truly changed things. "I told him I wanted to learn, to listen, and to do better. Not just for him, for myself," Rachael shared in a podcast with Caitlin Bristow. I think that's what surprised him most. I wasn't chasing him, I was chasing truth. Chapter 3. Reconnection in New York City. By mid-2022, rumors swirled that Matt and Rachael were spotted together in New York. A blurry fan photo outside a cafe in Soho sent the internet ablaze. Matt's response? Silence. Until now. Yes, that was us, he confirmed in a new interview with People magazine. We were trying to figure things out away from the public eye. There was no playbook for what we were going through. That summer, Rachael moved to New York, not for Matt, she insisted, for work, for a fresh start. But living just a few blocks away, reconnection was inevitable. They started slow, walks in Central Park, early morning runs, late-night talks on park benches. And then one night, Matt asked, "Do you think we could try again? For real this time." Chapter 4. Stronger After the Fall. The second chapter of Matt and Rachael's relationship didn't start with fireworks. It began with boundaries, counseling, open dialogue. Matt insisted they go to couples therapy. I needed to know we weren't just trying to patch over pain, he said. I needed us to build something stronger. They kept their rekindled relationship quiet for months. While Bachelor Nation speculated, Matt and Rachael leaned into real-world love, not Instagram love. They were spotted shopping for produce at farmers markets, volunteering together at food pantries, even attending church on Sundays. It was the kind of love that didn't need to be seen to be real. Rachael later wrote in a personal blog post titled "Healing Isn't Always Pretty." Chapter 5. Going Public Again. In early 2023, they went public again, not with a red carpet debut, but with a simple Instagram post, a photo of their clasped hands with the caption "Growth." It was understated, intentional, and it said everything. Bachelor Nation exploded. Some fans were thrilled, others were skeptical, but Matt and Rachael didn't care. They were done performing. They were living. She's not the same woman she was 2 years ago, Matt told Good Morning America, and I'm not the same man. He described their journey as messy, complicated, painful, but worth it. Chapter 6. The Proposal That Almost Wasn't. In the fall of 2023, Matt surprised everyone again, but not with a ring. I didn't propose, he revealed on the Bachelor Happy Hour podcast. Not yet, we're doing things differently. Still, that didn't stop rumors. When Rachael was spotted wearing a sparkly ring on that finger at a fashion event, the headlines exploded. I had to call my mom and be like, "No, it's not what you think." She laughed on TikTok Live. Matt and I are good, but we're not rushing. Behind the scenes, they had talked about marriage, but they both agreed, this time, it would happen on their timeline, not Bachelor Nation's. Chapter 7. The Unexpected Break. In early 2024, after nearly 2 years back together, the couple announced a pause. They shared a joint statement. After much thought, we've decided to take some time apart to reflect on our individual journeys. We love each other deeply, and this is not goodbye. It's growth. The internet reacted swiftly, again. Were they done for good? Had the public pressure cracked them? But Matt clarified during a candid interview at a speaking engagement in Atlanta. We realized we were losing ourselves in trying to keep us going. So we're taking time, not to walk away, to walk stronger. Chapter 8. The Reunion That Made Sense. The break lasted 4 months. And then, just before Matt's birthday in May 2024, a surprise post on Rachael's Instagram. A video of the two of them biking together along the Hudson River. Caption: Some journeys are worth the detours. The post didn't need a press release. Their smile said everything. They were back, and this time it felt right. Taking that time apart was the best thing we could have done, Matt said in a June 2024 sit-down with E! News. We came back with more clarity, more intention, and more gratitude. They weren't promising forever. but they were choosing each other, day by day. Chapter 9. Where We Stand Now, Matt Tells All. In a new book released June 2025 titled Open Heart, Open Mind, Matt James finally tells his full truth. In Chapter 12, Where We Stand, he writes, "People want the fairy tale ending, but we had to write our own story, one that included breakdowns, silence, hard conversations, and even separation. Where do I stand with Rachael? I stand beside her, not because it's easy, but because it's real." He describes their current relationship as beautifully imperfect. They live together in Brooklyn now, split their time between activism, travel, and quiet nights at home. Rachael recently launched a wellness brand focused on mental health and emotional recovery. Matt has leaned into public speaking, working with youth programs and mental health initiatives for Black men. They no longer need to prove anything to anyone, not Bachelor Nation, not the media, not even themselves. "We're just two people who fell in love on national TV, broke apart in front of millions, and somehow found our way back to each other," Rachael said in a recent interview with Vanity Fair. Chapter 10. The Ending and Beginning. So, where do Matt and Rachael stand now? The answer isn't simple, but it is solid. They're still together, still growing, still choosing each other. There may not be a televised proposal, no Neil Lane diamond, no over-the-top romantic gesture. But maybe, just maybe, this is a better kind of ending. Or rather, a stronger beginning.